Hello everyone! Get ready to learn how to draw lilacs with me and say hello to my cover page for month of April. So, let's get into it. Welcome to Bullet Journaling with Eva, and as we always do, we will start with the materials. I'm using this Syfossi bullet journal with these wonderful golden details. Then Faber-Castell point liners and this deco tray that I bought recently. If you missed the unboxing video, I will link it here so you can check it out. I also decided to go back to my Koh-i-Noor aquarelle color pencils, and I picked these three for coloring my leaves. Then I will also use this Pentel mechanical pencil, an eraser and a roller, so let's go straight into it. First, let's talk about the design for this cover page. On the left, I will create a lilac decoration, and on the right, I will write down April. You will start with a rounding triangle, which basically looks like a corn shape. After that, you will add a semicircle underneath, which can also be described as an anatomical heart. Then you will add a branch in the middle of your lilac and another one next to it. This will be the branch or stem of your flower. Then I will create the leaves. Leaves are really easy to draw because they are shaped like hearts. So you will just draw different hearts. You can draw bigger hearts and smaller leaves. It's up to you. But don't forget to make them look like little hearts. I'm adding 5 leaves and I want the one on the right to be a little bigger. That is why I'm erasing so much, because I don't want to make it too big, but I also want it to be bigger. Then I decided to add one more leaf that is covering my branch as well. Then you will add V-shaped lines to represent the branching of your flower. After that, you will draw small ovals. These are just placements for your flowers. And I will walk you through how to draw those flowers step by step. For now, you will just create little cloud shapes. And those clouds get bigger as you move toward the bottom part of the branch. At the bottom, you will add the biggest clouds. Then, with the 0.4 point liner, I will create the little buds. Because I want you to have a worksheet for this, I will upload it at the same time as this video, so you can find it on my community page and on my coffee page as well. First, you will create little buds that have not bloomed yet. So just small shapes that look like coffee beans, 2 ovals side by side. After that, you will start creating small tulip-like shapes, where the third petal is slightly visible, but not fully open. As I mentioned, I will create a worksheet where you can find all of these details. Then we will start creating actual petals. In the middle, you will draw a dot and then create 4 equal petals, just as you can see here. You will choose some of the bigger cloud shapes and use them for these open flowers. Just pick some random buds and draw these petals. When I was thinking about my April bullet journal setup, lilac immediately came to my mind. Lilac bushes are one of the first plants that truly announce that spring has arrived. Their soft purple flowers usually bloom in April, and for many people, they are a symbol of renewal, fresh beginnings, and gentle energy after the long winter. What I love most about lilacs is their combination of simplicity and elegance. Each flower cluster is made of many tiny four-petal flowers, which makes them perfect for decorating a bullet journal. You can draw them in a very simple way, but when you group them together, they create a beautiful full illustration. Here you can see that Leon arrived and he is really active in this setup. He will stay here until the end of the video. We will even need to move him when we start drawing the frame of this cover page. Lilacs also carry lovely symbolism. They are often associated with calmness, nostalgia, and quiet happiness, which feels very fitting for April when nature slowly wakes up again. Now you will see that I'm also creating petals that have not fully bloomed. In the middle, I will add a circle, and around it, I will add wavy lines as you can see here. I continue creating more of these so they look like they are starting to bloom but are not fully open yet. Their soft purple tones work beautifully in a bullet journal. They pair wonderfully with greens, soft blues, and even warm natural tones, creating a calm and peaceful spring palette. So, for this April setup, I decided to bring a little piece of the spring lilac garden into my journal. Now it's time to outline my leaves. I will not erase my pencil marks yet because I don't want to smudge anything, so I will wait until everything is completely dry and then erase the sketches. I will quickly write down its Latin name, which is Syringa vulgaris. Now we will pet Leon for a bit and then move him a little bit so we can work on the right side of the cover page. Then I will write that this is a specimen number 0426. After that, I will take the ultraviolet 154 and write April in calligraphy. If you are looking for easy calligraphy tutorials, I will link my video here so you can check it out. You can also find some worksheets there and they are completely free. After that, I will erase all the pencil marks and now it's time to add some details. With the 0.4 point liner, I will add more small branches whenever the flower seems to be floating, so I will connect them to the main branch. Just small lines attaching the flower buds to the branch. Then I will take this amethyst 152 glitter marker and color in the buds completely. We will add details later, so for now just fill them in. As you can see, this marker has a bit of glitter, so there is a nice shine as well. The shine is not as strong as with watercolors, but it's still visible. Now, I will start decorating the leaves. I will begin with the darkest green and outline each leaf and the stem. After that, I will take a yellow color and add small details in the center of each flower where the little circles are. And then I will add small flicking lines around the stem of the leaves. Then with a lighter green, I will color everything in, the branches and the leaves. You can see how nicely these colors blend together. I really enjoy these watercolor pencils because they are soft and blend well. Now it's time to add details whenever there should be shadows. For this flower, you don't need to overthink it because there are many small flowers, and whenever you add shading, it will look good. Some flowers will naturally appear above or below others, so you can add shading freely. I decided to start from the center of each flower and work outward. Now it's time to move on and add some shimmer. I will use this purple watercolor and add small smudges. You can leave it like this, but I want it to be more pronounced, so I add more than one layer. I also check if anything is bleeding through the pages, and I can see that nothing is, which is great. After I'm done with the purple, I will also add some yellow and green details. In the meantime, I clean my brush and then add green shimmery watercolor next to the purple smudges. You can leave this setup as it is, but because I want to match the other color pages in my bullet journal, I decided to add a frame. I take a 0.7 Faber-Castell point liner and create a frame that is 0.5 centimeters from the edge on each side. I don't draw over the decoration. And now it's done. My April cover page is complete. I decided to add a little shimmer to the word April, so I lightly go over it with this amethyst marker. My cover page is finished. Because this took me about 40 minutes, I decided to create another video where I will share the rest of the spreads, including my calendar, habit trackers, and grateful for spread. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Stay tuned for a bonus video where you will see how I create a calendar, gratitude spread, habit trackers, and mood tracker related to this theme. I will see you in the next one. Bye!